probably like the toughest off season I've had.
Mm.
I didn't really give myself time to like relax and like focus on other things and do other things. Like right after the season ended, I mean we lost to Fnatic, like on KC,
Yeah.
and then we didn't qualify to champs. And then almost like 2 weeks after that, I just streamed every single day, watch partying the sale champs games. I watched part of every single game.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really give myself a break, and I would stream every single day, play a bunch of Valorant, do all this stuff. I never gave myself time to unwind, and then right after that, I have trials for SEN, other teams,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and a bunch of like interviews, talking stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't really give myself time to like de-stress, so I was just like kind of like it's almost like the season never ended for me, and I just kept going, going, going.
Everyone, Sejitsuin here. I'm here with Sentinels narrate after their victory against Loud. And, first off, congratulations on that victory. First map. Honestly, this whole series was just really close. So just talk to me where you're at. Are you just completely tired and drained, relieved? What are your thoughts after all that?
I mean, I'm extremely happy that we won.
Yeah.
I don't think I had the best game at all. I felt like I played terrible. I couldn't like focus, and like I'm so happy that my team was able to like carry me and pull me through. So it was probably one of the toughest, or it was the toughest match of my like life. Like I won't lie, in any sport, anything, like that. It was so hard to play that game. Like I wouldn't like I couldn't like aim. I couldn't do anything that like I normally do. So I just kind of had to like rely on my teammates, and
Oh.
winning by doing that felt so good. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm curious about that because you've played on some of the biggest stages. You've played in Madrid. You won EMEA at one point, right?
Yeah.
So what made this one so much more difficult? Was this just Loud's preparation? Was it maybe some nerves and adjusting to like the stage still? Like, talk to me about that.
I mean, it was just like an off day for me.
Oh.
So I don't think it was mainly like a stage. Obviously, Loud. I think they played really good. They did. I mean, I don't think they played like really good. We were both like really bad, like in form level. Like I don't think either of us were doing like great things. We were not making good reads. Same with Loud. Like they were worse than I believe they are, and it was just like a slugfest. Like neither team was doing anything good, and even myself, like individually, especially when I couldn't do anything that like would help us win easier, like more, safely. Like yeah, that was definitely like the reason I would say is like we're just both playing bad. It's stressful because every map is super close. Like we had two 11-11s. Like
Yeah.
that is like you play back to back maps like that is so stressful. And then like plus every map we're down like 1-5
Yeah.
somehow. Like we're just like we lose the first pistol and then it's just like we have to come back into these games. And when you're coming back every single time, it's too stressful. Yeah, it's a little bit exhausting, but I think I'm so happy with the way we brought it back, and obviously we won. So I'm extremely happy about that, especially considering like my standard of my own performance.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, what also makes it more exciting is this means you're one best of series away from qualifying for like international events, right? So then, I'm curious when you reach this point and have like a game like this where it was just a lot of mental bandwidth and energy. How do how do you envision like the team would go forward within such a short period of time, like 2 days to prepare, just mentally just recharge after everything? Like, what's kind of the game plan going into that matchup where you could qualify internationally?
well, I think we know that we just did not like we probably only played like 50% of like how we can or we're able to perform. Like obviously you're never gonna come out one day and just play at 100%. Like it's not a thing that happens. Not everyone is gonna be shooting. Not everyone's gonna have like their best game. So I think today was just like an off day for a lot of us. I think Zekin played really good, and Jordan Zelsis he played pretty good, I think. And like the rest of us, we just had to support them and like do our best like that. But I think we can come out like we could play tomorrow and be a 10 times better team. And like we know what we need to do. It's we have all the cards in our deck, and we just need to play them. Like I don't think it's anything too crazy.
Now, I wanted to kind of just switch into more of the human aspect of, congratulations on being back in North America Tier 1 as well. I imagine that's really exciting. And you're on Sentinels, which is a lot of people view as kind of like that, like one of the popular teams in Valorant. So talk to me just about that off season for you coming from EMEA to Sentinels. Like, talk to me about the off season in terms of what your plans were. Did you want to prioritize coming to NA after that experience? Like, how was that 5-month period for you?
So I'll just answer like the last question first. Obviously,
Yeah, of course.
like I definitely wanted to come back to NA. Like after I had a year in KC. Obviously, if I didn't have an offer, of course I would have stayed in EU. I would have taken anything I could get, obviously. But my main goal was to come back to NA and just play on this stage because I have a lot of respect for a lot of the players here, and I definitely think it'd be more, enthralling, like invigorating playing here. And especially also, I'm American, I'm from the United States, and I would love to live here and play here. That's like obviously like the main reason.
Where in the States are you from by chance?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah. For like joining Sentinels, I mean, obviously it's just an incredible experience to be able to join this org. I think they're obviously they have the best fans like in all of Valorant. I think even the KC fans are also like really insane as an org, obviously. But Sen only as a Valorant team. They used to have like Halo team and stuff like that, but
League back in 2017.
yeah, they had League with Phoenix One, I think.
Yeah, wow.
They had League with Phoenix One, but like Sen is like
Sen, yeah.
that's Valorant. So it's definitely really cool to have just a bunch of fans that are only for you. It's super cool. In terms of like the off season, I would say it's probably like the toughest off season I've had. I didn't really give myself time to like relax and like focus on other things and do other things. Like right after the season ended, I mean we lost to Fnatic, like on KC, and then we didn't qualify to champs. And then almost like 2 weeks after that, I just streamed every single day, watch partying the Seoul champs games. I watched party every single game. I didn't really give myself a break, and I would stream every single day, play a bunch of Valorant, do all this stuff. I never gave myself time to unwind, and then right after that, I have trials for Sen, other teams, and a bunch of like interviews, talking stuff like that. And I didn't really give myself time to like de-stress, so I was just like kind of like it's almost like the season never ended for me, and I just kept going. So yeah, I would say I'm a bit tired from it. Not like right now, but I was definitely a bit tired during the off season. I didn't give myself a break, and that's definitely like a mistake I made. And I think today I'm feeling a lot better than I was before. I think that I kind of showed in like our off season performance. Like I was not like nearly at 100%. Even today, I'm not like fully like in my zone, in my element. And I definitely think it stems from just like I'm just been constantly on, not really giving myself a time to like take it back, relax, focus on like what I need to prioritize. And I think that kind of just leads us here to today. Like I don't think it's because of the off season that I played bad today, but it definitely could impact like in terms of just like I'm not 100% every single day, and it's hard to give that level of effort. So yeah,
I get that. I will say first that even despite all that, you're at least still winning the matches that you need to win, and you're one match away from like international play, right? But I'm curious because the way you talk about that, where it was just kind of go nonstop. Do you feel like because of how fast everything's been, there's just a bunch of different priorities or different types of things in your mind right now that it's hard to just be just fully centered and focused on play, like when you're absolutely ripping it in Carmine Corp and even Mad. I feel like you're pretty solid in Mad.
Oh yeah. I mean, Mad was like, I can just go through it. Like for Mad Lions, like obviously I'm just fresh. I've never competed. I just started playing Valorant at the time. So I only played for like 7 months before I got on Mad. I didn't play that long.
7, wow, nice.
I mean, I got rank 1 in like 2 months of starting playing the game in like 2022. So like I was really fresh on the game.
Yeah.
And when you play a game not only, but like I didn't play only Valorant obviously, but mainly a bunch of hours a day, it definitely you kind of lose the joy of playing sometimes. And I definitely think I'm just suffering from that from like it's burnout, I guess.
Yeah.
So it definitely is what you said in terms of like there's a lot of different priorities I have on my mind. How do I keep my health good? How do I keep I'm moving again? I have a lot more stuff to think about, a lot more, different things that I could do. And yeah, I think it's just it was too much at the start. I think I'm managing it a lot better now. But it will still take some time to like fully like adjust to being able to like, all right, I'm fully locked in on the game, giving my 100%, able to bring like the best energy I possibly can. But sometimes, the day is just not the day. And I feel like just for this match, today was just not the day for me. And we still won, which which makes me so happy that I have such a great team to support me. And I feel like I've never like on KC, like there were some matches where I played bad and we won, but I feel like this match specifically, I don't know, it felt so tough, so hard for me, and just trying to impact the game felt really hard, and being able to still win while not being at my best literally has, I feel like, it's never happened before. So I'm just so happy to have a great team like mine.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that's great about it, right? And I feel like that's something that's indicative of just anything you do in life, right? It's easy to perform on the days you're feeling great and everything's aligning, but when you still get what you need to get done on the days when you're like like you're not great, you're ass essentially, right? Like you weren't ass, but like in general, right? You're not feeling great. It feels great, and I bet that it seems like by the way you're speaking, it feels like this today was just a really big mental win for you to still push through and beat Loud. And I mean, like you said it was the hardest match you've ever played.
I would say like it was 100% the hardest match I've ever played. It definitely feels like a little bit of weight off of my shoulders. Like I had the hard game. Now it's just it should be easy, and I should be able to like just give it my all, know what I need to do, and like even when I'm having a hard game, I know what to rely on. I know what to like. I wouldn't say like right now I know. Like obviously I'll figure it out in the next few days. Like okay, how can I impact the game when I'm just like not feeling it and not being able to give my best? Like what is my floor? Like what can I do to like elevate my floor, just to help my team get them in the right positions, give them the good calls that I need to do is when I'm not individually performing. So yeah, I think it's definitely like a massive learning game for me, as well as obviously it's like a mental thing. Like I was in a battle, and it wasn't against Loud. I was in a battle, and I won it somehow. I don't know. It feels amazing.
That's awesome. So then my final question now for you is, it's going to be a goal-based question for 2025, but I don't want you to talk about like outcome-based goals. I want you to talk about kind of the process a bit more, because it seemed like you went from with 2022, it's like proving that you can be a pro Valorant player. 2023 is proving you could play at tier 1, or like 2024. And then, exactly. And then this year, you are a proven talent. You're on Sentinels. And it feels like also even just outside of pro play, like you have a brand that you can focus on. There's like different content stuff, life in general, right? What would you like to accomplish in 2025, just as even a human, to call it a successful year?
Well, I mean, obviously, I want to be able to like find the formula. You know what I mean? Whether that's for performance or whether that's just for like my physical well-being. Like I just want to find something that I can just focus on, like working out. Like I've been working out really consistently, stuff like that, eating good. Like just being able to like rely on like my routines and stuff, and not really focus on like, okay, I'm not feeling good, but why? Like I don't want to deal with like that part of it, because you're kind of in like a spiral. You don't know how to get out of it, and I feel like that's kind of how I was like during the off season. So I definitely want to be able to take my mind off of some things and just try to focus on like my health and stuff like that. Be as healthy as I possibly can be, and be as mentally clear as well as I can be, so I can give it my best to not only just Valorant and playing games, but my brand, like you said, and then being able to balance all these things together. So yeah, like working out, eating good, good relationships with people around me, stuff like that. And yeah, it's definitely been a struggle for like the time being, but I think I'm learning how to get there slowly, and it feels good. When you even like the little steps you make, it feels pretty good. But I still have a long way to go, and I don't hope to have that goal finished, but I hope to at least be able to be like, okay, I made progress here. I'm happy about that.
Awesome, Derek. Thank you so much for your time.